Hello and welcome to another complete Edexcel GCSE PE lesson, where you'll learn absolutely everything you need to know on the final two syllabus objectives in topic 1.2 on alveoli and gas exchange, and how the cardiovascular and respiratory systems work together to allow participation in physical activity and sport. Alveoli are tiny air sacs that number in the millions, forming clusters throughout the lungs. They have a number of features that ensure gases diffuse efficiently. Their vast number and specialized shape maximizes the area of the exchange surface, and they have an excellent blood supply as each alveolus is surrounded by a network of capillaries. The blood in these capillaries continually brings carbon dioxide and carries oxygen away, distributing it throughout the body. The alveoli are also well ventilated, thanks to the branching network of bronchioles. For more on this, see my previous video on the structure and function of the respiratory system. This means oxygen is constantly being brought into the alveoli through breathing and carbon dioxide removed. The walls of the alveoli and the capillaries that surround them are only one epithelial cell thick. This reduces the diffusion distance, speeding up the rate of exchange. Alveoli are also lined with a thin film of moisture, which allows oxygen to dissolve and pass freely across the membrane. When inhaled air reaches the alveoli, oxygen diffuses into the blood and carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood and into the alveoli to be exhaled. During exercise, the rate of gas exchange increases because the muscles use more oxygen to generate energy through aerobic respiration and produce more carbon dioxide, a byproduct of the process. This lowers the oxygen concentration and increases the carbon dioxide concentration in the blood returning to the lungs, creating steeper concentration gradients for both gases. This means there's a greater difference in the concentrations of both gases between the alveoli and the blood, which leads to faster rates of diffusion. You need to know how the cardiovascular and respiratory systems work together to allow participation in physical activity and sport. So during physical activity, the respiratory system and cardiovascular system work together to supply working muscles with oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. The respiratory system increases breathing rate and depth or tidal volume to bring more oxygen into the lungs. The cardiovascular system responds by increasing heart rate and blood flow to transport this oxygen via the blood to the working muscles, where it's used to produce energy via aerobic respiration. Simultaneously, waste carbon dioxide produced by the muscles is carried back by the blood to the lungs to be exhaled. Well done, you've just covered absolutely everything you need to know on alveoli and gas exchange and how the cardiovascular and respiratory systems work together. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time for topic 1.3 on aerobic and anaerobic respiration.